Top of the morning, y'all. This is your lunchtime update from good old Mississippi. There was a second assassination attempt on Trump yesterday. The second time to me is always more interesting than the first time. I'm just going to go ahead and say that. The first time, there's a lot of questions that go around the whole world that everybody asks themselves. And the second time, I feel like start confirming a lot of those questions. That's why it's more interesting. Who's at fault? There's a lot of people at fault, but I'm going to say Kamala Harris first and foremost because she continues to say Trump is a threat to democracy. If you're to say that an asteroid was a threat to planet Earth, the way human brains are wired, especially weak human brains that tend to vote Democrat, is we need to take out that threat. We need to go after that threat and eliminate that threat. It's just primal nature. So when she says he's a threat to democracy, you are going to trigger the crazies. I want to tell y'all something. They won't stop. They won't stop. Pray hard, folks, because if Trump is still here, in my opinion, it's because one reason alone, is because God is protecting him. It's because he still has a plan that is in the future for him. Hopefully that plan is going to be, President of the United States one more time. But we all know the why, the hate rhetoric of the DNC, Kamala's constant lies about Trump and the 2025 project, which doesn't exist. It's been denied 1,000 times. The refusal of ABC to fact check anything Democrats say are all reasons why Trump keeps getting targeted. Now, look, do y'all notice that nobody in the media whatsoever ever talks about gun control when it's a near assassination of a president we're talking about? Nobody mentions the word gun control whatsoever. Did y'all also know that this shooter, Ruth, appeared in a propaganda video for Azov in May of 2022? Azov is, by the way, the National Guard of Ukraine. I'm sure it's just coincidence, though. And look, with them saying that the assassin is now in the hands of the Fed, I just don't understand last night why. I love Megyn Kelly. I agree with so much of what she says. But when she says we can rest assured that he's in the custody of the Feds now, we're going to be getting a whole lot more information soon. Really, Megyn? No, we're not. We're going to get all the information about the first shooter. Like we're going to get all the information from the guy that shot up the Vegas concert, with Jason Aldean and all that kind of. We know nothing about these people. I know more right now about Morgan Wallen throwing a dadgum chair off the balcony of a Nashville bar than I do about any of these first two shooters. So how could you be so optimistic in believing he's with the Feds now? Are you kidding me? They're giving him high fives all across the building right now. They're probably crowd surfing as we speak. And by the way, how would the shooter know where and when Trump was going to be on that fifth hole unless he had some inside information? Are you kidding me? You don't just lay in wait somebody, in a specific place and just get lucky like that. He had inside information, y'all. All I know is at this point, President Trump has now seen way more combat than Tim Walz ever did. It was pretty disgusting to hear that CNN and MSNBC all but just blamed Trump for his own assassination attempt, basically saying, we understand. I mean, he is Hitler. He is a modern day threat to democracy. We understand. This hateful rhetoric and all this kind of stuff. I want to say this. Psychopaths will always blame the victims of the crime for the crime. That's what they do. They're losing and they know it, y'all. And they can't admit how upset they are that the second shooter has failed again. This is what desperation looks like among the thugs and the criminals in the Democrat Party. And like I said, y'all, this is not going to stop. I do want to comfort you, though, with a verse I was reading this morning. It's something I pray pretty much daily. One of the most beautiful verses in the Bible. And it goes like this. It's Isaiah 54, verses 17. No weapon turned against you will succeed. Talking about us. This is the Lord talking to us. You will silence every voice raised up to accuse you. These benefits are enjoyed by the servants of the Lord. Their vindication will come from me. I, the Lord, have spoken. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. And I say that all the time. And the only reason that man is still here is because of that verse, y'all. I don't know what God's got planned for him. And it really doesn't make a difference. He could come get us tomorrow. But at the bottom, at the end of the day, if we're still here, there's still a plan. I'm still excited about that. And if the October surprise happens, I want you to remember this situation. The October surprise being that we don't have any power or anything like that. Know that there were going to be people like me and patriots all over the nation that are still taking care of their business and forming their militias, forming their groups, forming their tribes, and we will fight this, we will overcome on this earth in this life or the next. And that's a promise. That's a promise given to heaven that we will overcome. So all I know after this is this right here. 2 impeachments, 2 assassinations, 2 genders, and 2 turns, baby. God bless y'all. Be good.